Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is some much to do about Riftbound. It's been a while since we had some Riftbound news. I've been kind of slacking on it, but there's been other content creators who have been watching it. So we're gonna dive into the website updates, and then I believe UVS Games has an OP announcement about some organized play stuff coming this year and leading into next year. That'll be in a separate video. We're not going to try to make long-ass videos for this stuff. And then also coming soon will be a learn to play video. I have the pleasure of being taught by UK versus Brett. He's been on the forefront of a lot of the Riftbound news for at least as a Universes player angle. He's been on the forefront digging in conspiracy theory and tinfoil hat. So he's going to teach me how, and I'm going to do a little learn to play recording of that. So let's go ahead and get into the website. This is on Riftbound, on riftbound.leagueoflegends.com. We got, I believe her name's Ari. She's super cool. She's a Fox girl. Yeah, so we got some feature news. This is the only real updates to it. We still have the video that is update. There's an update. We have the name, but there's some cards down here. I believe these may be kind of newer. I have no idea what any of that means. So, yeah. So we got to learn how to play, get started. We're going to go ahead and get into this rules and releases, and then we got a core rules and gameplay guide. So maybe we just turn this into two separate videos. We do one here and then one here. I don't know. Maybe we'll see how it goes. Let's click into this guy right here. There's a little evil demon girl with the bear. I have no idea who this person is. I don't know any of these characters because I don't play League. I only know the arcane people and then a few other smatterings. Welcome to Riftbound. Riftbound is a League of Legends trade card game for 2 to 4 players where you choose your champion, send them alongside your army and spells, take control of battlefields and win. How do you play Riftbound? If you're familiar with TCGs already and want to jump right in, you can find the instructions on how to play here. If you're new to this type of game, don't worry. Riftbound is easy to learn and you'll be ready to battle in no time. Cool. This is exactly where I want to start. I want to start like at the base level and then grow from there. I don't want to jump into the rules already because I'm more of a, I want to be taught and then I learn the rules instead of and then I'll go back and read the rules. I just like, you know, what is it they say about men? They don't like reading instruction manuals. I don't like reading instruction manuals. I like being taught and then going back if I have any other questions later. To play Riftbound, you'll need a deck. You can build it from scratch, or you can start with a pre-constructed deck and swap out cards as you collect more. Learn more or develop your own strategy. The most important card in your deck is your champion legend. This is the card you build your deck around, and it determines your options for the chosen champion or who starts face up on board, and you'll send a fight for you. It also defines the domains, so colors, and your deck and your card's a deck. In Origins, all legends have 2 domains to build around. Your legend and your chosen champion define your strategy. So okay, so there's a champion legend. This is the card you build around and it determines your options for the chosen champion. Okay. Who starts face up on board. Okay, so you got like 2 leaders then it looks like. Maybe your plan is quick strikes, maybe it's to build an unstoppable huge army, or maybe it's to use one incredibly powerful and mobile fighter. You'll have additional units and other champion units then to fight, spells to help them win, even gear to empower your team. Win battlefields to win the game. Each player brings a battlefield as part of their deck, but once the game starts, they're all up for grabs. You'll move your champion and other units to take control of battlefields over the course of the game. So I guess this is kind of like the League. Like, there's 3 lanes in League, right? I know very little about League. Let me know in the comments below. There's like a high zone, a mid zone, and like a low zone. There's like 3 lanes usually, right? So they call them lane control. Each time you do, you score a point. If you can keep control, each new turn you score another. When you get to 8 points or 11 in a team game, you win. Of course, it isn't always easy to take control of a battlefield. If your opponent already controls it, then your army and theirs fight. Your units use their might or combat strength to deal. Okay, so this is like just creature on creature fighting. If you're the only one with units standing at the end, okay, so you win the battle control. Okay, so you win the battle of that. Okay. Fill your power with runes. All of these cards don't come for free. Each of these cards in your decks have a cost that you could pay with a resource called runes. They come from a separate deck. Each turn you'll get 2 new runes. They can be used in 2 different ways. You can turn them sideways and use them temporarily to pay for normal costs, or you can use them completely up by returning them to your rune deck to pay for more powerful cards. Don't worry, they'll be back. Okay, so this is like the mana or like the land or like a resource row type energy cost. That's cool. The journey's just begun. This is just a taste of how to play Riftbound. Are you hungry for more? Deeper, or blah, 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 blah. Let's see here. Take care to get look the full down. Okay, so this is just how it tastes to play Riftbound. Are you hungry for more details, maybe deeper explanation? Continue your Riftbound journey. Take a look here to get the full download. See you on the Rift. So the other one is that the core games. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go here. Oh, so it takes us right to the core rules and gameplay guide. Okay. That's cool art. These look like good guys. I assume these are all good guys because they're wearing white and blue. Very rarely do bad guys wear white and blue, I think. Maybe? I don't know. But that guy doesn't look happy. He looks mad that she's like the forefront. So I don't know who these characters are. Welcome to Riftbound. Legal and Traeger games are goal reduce core rules, the CR, and the governing rules of Riftbound and play it. They'll make up one component of the official rules document or the ORID. Cool. We're going to have an ORID right off the bat. That's great to know. If you're learning how to play Riftbound, you probably don't need these rules yet. We recommend starting with our how to play article. Okay, so that was what we just watched. If you're comfortable with the basic rules, you want to become a local rules expert, then read on. Rules are boring, but anywho. The core rules provide precise, logical underpinnings of Riftbound gameplay. This includes deck building, rules, timing, resolution of cards, and then other fine-grained to determine a flow of a game and possible configurations. These are rules that affect at every level of play. We should be able to play casual games without ever needing to consult them. You can think of the core rules as the engine that drives a Riftbound game. Most people who drive a car never need to know the engine's inner workings. That's correct. But learning them can be fun and fruitful. Core rules will be updated frequently. At a minimum, we'll update them with every set to ensure that all new cards and their abilities function as intended, and we may update them more frequently than that, especially early on as we work to make ever more complete and correct. Okay. So there's the rules link. I don't really need to link that right now. We'll link that in the comments below, in the description box. Our core rules are extensive but not entirely comprehensive. The other major component of the official rules are our tournament rules, which will be released soon. Our tournament rules will outline the event-specific modifications and additions to play procedure, including deck building standards for various play formats, start and match procedures, changing your deck in between games, and the match using sideboards. So that's cool. We're going to have sideboards. You'll be free to use these guidelines in casual games if you want, but if they aren't a core part of Riftbound play experience. They don't apply blah 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 blah. Tournament rules provide guidance for running tournaments, adjudicating issues that arise during gameplay. You fight me, you're DQ'd, and then also we'll share with those with organized play. Cool, awesome. So that's pretty basic. I mean, like we could take a look at. I could download the core rules, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. So this will tell us. So the other article is like how to play like 1. This is how to play 2, I guess. And then I actually playing the demo probably is more like how to play 3. So, yeah, guys. So that's the Riftbound update rules. The update to the website, to the Riot website. So in the next video, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the organized play update on UVSgames.com. So just give me a second and we'll pull that up. So just give me a second and I'll be right back. Thanks. And we're back. All right, so this is on the UVSgames.com site. Battle you on the Rift introduction to Riftbound organized gameplay. Hi, we're so excited to start talking to you about the organized play for Riftbound, UVS Games, and Riot Games have partnered together to create and run a great competition at all levels of play. We have a ton of things in the works. We're not quite ready to talk about everything yet, but we'll go over the organized play program as a whole. Probably the most important aspect of Riftbound OP is to discuss off the bat is the competitive structure that links local store level events with premier events, which are generally run at pre-scheduled times and places by official tour organizers. We plan to combine the accessibility of competitions at your favorite store with progression and advancement along the way to larger, more prestigious events. So just like UVS, I mean, just like Universes. There's local level events that feed into regionals, which feed into worlds. And looks like by this graphic here, they're going to be doing the same thing, right? Like they're just going to be doing the same thing by this graphic. Probably the most important aspect of the Riftbound OP to discuss right off the bat is competitive structure, blah, 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 blah. I just said that. When Riftbound releases later this year, because I believe it releases in China first, and then in August, and then in everywhere else in like September, October, there will be a one-time Origins release event in stores. This is an event for everyone to introduce new players to the game and get players together around the table in person. This event is low stakes, focused on participation, experience of playing, and tweaking a Riftbound deck for the first time. So, Origins release, and then we have a Nexus night. That must be like a locals night, and then we have a Riftbound demo event, and then Summoner Skirmish is probably like the Universus Store Champions, probably. Starting with each set after Origins, stores will run a special pre-release event before the official launch of a set where players get the opportunity to play with new cards before it has come out. We're creating special pre-release kits featuring packs of the new set you can build and play your friends with ahead of the... Okay, it's just like a regular pre-release. After Origins release, stores will run Nexus Nights, which is a weekly Riftbound event designed to be fun and rewarding for those returning to the store week over week on the store's chosen night of the week. This event is for casual competitors. Nexus Nights with Origins will have players use their constructed decks. It's a more casual event that doesn't link into higher level events of the competitive structure. Stores can choose the night of the week that works best for their players. That changes with the next level of play. Summoner Skirmish. The highest level of competition players can find at their local stores. There are 2 Summoner Skirmishes per set, one at the start and one at the end of the season. Participating and winning this event gives promos and other cool prizes, including a round 1 buy for the champion at their next regional qualifier. That's huge. These promos, along with promos for all organized play, will not be mechanically unique. They're just different versions of this. Okay. We love alt arts, not mechanically unique cards. Now we get into the premier level competition, starting with regional qualifiers. Regional qualifiers take tournament experience from stores and bring it to events with hundreds, if not thousands, of players. Hundreds, if not thousands, of players is a really large, wide range. So we'll see. These are open events where any competitive grinder can attend. They will just be held in a variety of locations across the globe. Just like Summer Skirmish, participating and winning award promos and even more cool stuff, including cash prizing and exclusive best of prizes to the top performing players for each champion. Whether you're crushing foes with Jinx or roaring to victory with Volibear, claim special rewards by being the very best of your chosen champion, even though they're not in the meta. That's super cool. I wish Universus did that, where we did that for a Nationals, where the highest placing person of said character got like a special prize. And it was just like another like alt art promo, your choice. But it'd be really cool if it was like character based to that event. That would be super sick. The highest placing competitors will receive an invitation to a regional championship with a number of invites scaling up on attendance with the qualifier. The penultimate level of competition is Riftbound. The regional championship is an invite-only tournament with the highest skill players. Players who win qualifiers can choose which regional championship they want to event, and then there's a final shot on site for each one of the players to have a last chance to qualify. Players who win qualifiers can choose which regional champion they want to attend, and then there's a final shot on site at each one for... Oh, okay, so there's a last chance qualifier for each regional championship. That's kind of cool. Participants and winners can win even better promos and even more cash prizes. Starting as early as 2027, the highest placing competitors will win an invitation to the final event of competition, the Riftbound World Champions. So 2027 is their Worlds? So I imagine, yeah, that's kind of crazy. We want players to feel rewarded for their skill and experience progression when taking part of the Riftbound tournament structure. We believe in engaging and balanced metagame is key for that to happen. One of the ways we'll be working to achieve that goal is rotation. We'll be curating and constructed environment through regularly and predictably rotating sets out of current legality into an internal format. So they're going to have two formats. They're going to have like a standard, they're going to have an internal format. This process will begin no later than 2028, but we know this is a sensitive topic for players, and we want to be transparent about it now for more details to come. So wow, they're going to start rotation in 2028. So they're going to have the same rotation as Universes, which is your cards are good for like 2 years in the current tournament structure. So I'm wondering if they're going to do the same thing with Universes where they rotate out an entire year, or they're going to wait X amount of sets. So this is kind of interesting. So I wonder how many sets are going to be per year then, if they're going to start rotation in 2028. Oh, so no earlier than 2028, so it could be later. We know this could be a sensitive topic for players. We want to be transparent about now. Interested in what you've read and want to dive deeper in the Riftbound OP functions. The team's also been hard work together at our tournament rules, which will govern the OP experience. These rules will cover everything from levels of competition, codes of contact, infraction, and anything you need to know about getting involved. These rules will be coming soon to pair with core rules of the Riftbound gameplay and form the fully fledged ORD. Stay tuned. Cool. This is neat. Like we all assumed it was going to be like this structure here, like the local level, the very base local level, store championships, the qualifier. This is like our actual regional. This is if there's multiple so this is like an actual, like this is like a mini nationals, and then whenever they have worlds. So that's kind of cool, man. That's neat. I'm down. Like I said, I'm down to learn something new every day. So we'll see how this goes. Again, thanks for sticking out with these. This video's kind of long. We go on a couple of websites. Stay tuned for more Riftbound news videos. I'm going to hope to have a learn to play video out with UK Versus, like I said earlier. So yeah, until the next time, everyone, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Yes, I butchered another outro. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you're looking forward to in Riftbound. If it's a certain character, let me know what I've got wrong. If I'm calling people by the wrong names, let me know. I don't know anything about League. I only know Arcane, man. But yeah, hope you like the content. Let me know. And until the next video, take care.